are burning back. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Antonayah. Y'all already know we got some things to do. So I have freshly washed hair. I haven't washed my hair. Are y'all gonna judge me? I haven't washed my hair. I don't know. For one, I don't even know if I should tell y'all. For two, I don't even know if this number is true. But to my knowledge, the last time I washed my hair was before I started my action research class, which was 8 weeks long. So I finally washed my hair. I literally slept with deep conditioner in, well, a mask and a deep conditioner. I'm gonna put the products that I used to wash my hair below. I kind of used just what I had on hand. I used what I've been using all summer. On a time crunch. My son has been asleep for probably about an hour right now. Right now makes an hour. Half the reason why I feel like I haven't washed my hair since my class started, because my hair is so tangled and matted, and I was wearing those 2 braids for a long time. I'm gonna use this Aunt Jackie's Quench leave-in conditioner. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna put, like I said, I'm gonna put all the products that I use in the description box, so y'all don't even have to go looking. But I literally got this Aunt Jackie stuff from Ross, I think. Make sure you're checking out your local Ross, TJ Maxx, all that stuff for hair products, because you find some pretty good stuff. But not gonna lie, I had an epiphany today that we are officially in the era of, or we're about to be in the era of silk press season. Like, can't wait. Like I said, I haven't trimmed my hair all summer. Like, it's been one of those. It's been one of those. So I already know the first silky is probably gonna be giving haircut, but it is what it is. Oh my gosh, are y'all gonna judge me? Please. I'm gonna come back and talk to y'all. I'm gonna just come back and talk to y'all whenever we're fully detangled, because all this pulling and snagging.
I need to go already.
Oh, go ahead. Huh?
How much longer?
No.
Only 15 minutes.
No. It's past 9 o'clock. You done watched you a few Mr. Beast. No. Come up off that YouTube. Good night. Put on a show. I'm low-key thinking about flat twisting my hair right now, because it feels like 25% dry. It's not soaking wet, and I don't know. Usually I blow dry it a little bit, so I don't know if I'm really, I might just be talking. I don't know if I'm really gonna twist it on this semi-ish wet hair, cause like, I don't mind the super shrunk look. Sometimes I just want it to be a little more stretched, but right now I feel like my hair is to a decent amount of dry to where if I twist it and use some, I'm thinking about using a cream. Whenever I do mini twists, I don't put a bunch of stuff. I'm using like literally one thing, maybe 2, maybe. But because I already am using this leave-in, I don't know. The mousse might make it look really good though. I'm gonna take my glasses off, hold on. The mousse might make it look really good, especially for like the amount of dry that it is. I don't know, I'm just over here thinking, and I also don't feel like blow drying my hair. I don't feel like blow drying, none of that. Anyways, enough about this hair. I actually had things that I wanted to get on here and chat about. So I wanted to talk about scheduling. That's like major for me. It's literally the inner Virgo. I need a schedule. I need a plan. I just need to see it out. Like, it's not even like, I just need to write things out. I'm a very to-do list kind of girl. That's just what works for me. And so I have like daily things that, or daily roles, let's say that, daily roles that I fill. Okay, so starting with wifing, my husband has been gone for almost 100 days. I think at the end of this week we'll reach 100 days of him being gone, which is crazy. But I'm wifing. I know my hair probably looks crazy in this camera right now. I'm wifing. I'm momming. I'm a full-time grad student, which, let me just say, oh my gosh, it is so much work. Don't even get me started on school, okay? It is so much work. It is so much work. Like, when I tell you I didn't do enough research about school before I just decided to sign up. Yeah, if I'm moving forward with this doctorate, trust and believe, I'm just now starting to do my research. I have about 4 more months. I have 4 more classes until. So with that being said, yeah, 4, that's it. 4 more classes until we're done. But during the school year and when my husband is home, I only work Monday through Friday. I don't work on the weekends, and so that means nap time. And if I'm feeling like, now that I kind of have a summer schedule down, pretty down to a T, I am so curious to see, ouch. I am so curious to see how we're going to get back into to, like, you know, the school year, because I have to get up. I'm gonna be making lunch. I'm gonna be making breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like I'm already doing. So meal prepping is essential now, and it will be essential coming into the school year months. So that's something that I've kind of been incorporating into my schedule. So like, and when I meal prep, if y'all look at my shorts, meal prep doesn't always mean I'm like making dinner for the week. No, meal prepping as in like making sure we have healthy fruits and veggies easily accessible to us, like stuff like that. I may make some breakfast things that we can kind of heat up, like my breakfast potatoes that I like to put in my breakfast tacos. I'll make those. But do y'all see how much my hair is shrinking? This is why I like to blow dry. I'm definitely gonna blow dry, because if my twists are up here, I'm gonna be pissed off when my hair freaking stretches down to my shoulder. Like, what the heck? It's so annoying. But anyways, yeah, I was just thinking about like how, or what the transition is gonna be like going into the fall, and how can I kind of help prep myself for that. And so I just kind of have been in super deep reflective mode, I feel, for this summer, because it is, you know, it's coming to an end. And how can I apply these same practices during the school year? So usually I work out first thing in the morning, because if I don't work out first thing in the morning, like literally before I eat breakfast, if I don't work out first thing in the morning, it's a drag to do it in the middle of the day. I don't really like to do that. I'll do it if I absolutely have to, but I prefer not to. I like to work on an empty stomach. I just get my water. I put a few chlorophyll drops in my water. I also put my collagen, and I'm gonna put pics of these things too. I put those things in my water, get me like, you know, a bunch of ice, and I hit the mat, or me and the kids are going outside. So I do that first thing in the morning. Also, I try to make sure that, should I blow dry my hair? Bro, I really do not feel like it. I don't feel like it. I really don't feel like it. I'm gonna twist a row. I'm not trying to make them too small, but I do like my mini twists to be like mini twists. Small, medium, mini. Yeah. And so like this part right here, I'm probably going to just break this into two and start twisting. Now I can put my glasses on a little bit. I usually braid the root, and then braid the root and then two-strand twist the rest. But yeah, scheduling and me go together like white on rice. So yeah, regardless, I'm working out. We're doing an easy breakfast, whether it's French toast sticks that I buy frozen. Yeah, French toast sticks, or I usually make tacos because it's pretty easy, especially if I have the stuff already prepped. Pico prepped, potatoes prepped. I love a good bacon, egg, potato taco, okay? So yeah, if I have that, I'm not gonna use too much mousse. Like that already was a lot. But anyways, yeah, so I'll prep that for lunch. I'm gonna be making lunches, and that's fine. I'll do things to like prep for lunch throughout the week, whether I'm making more for dinner so that we have some for lunch the next day. Cool. So that's probably like a big thing of mine. Also limiting to eating out once a week, and usually that once a week is on Aaliyah's gymnastics days, which is Fridays. And because it's already a pretty late evening for us, so eating out on that day just makes sense. And yeah, for dinner, prepping for dinner while Gabriel is in the morning, even I should be taking out and prepping for dinner. But on the bright freaking side, my husband will be home, so it's not like he can't entertain the gosh darn kids, but it would be great. Something I would like to do is have dinner ready before I go pick Aaliyah up from school. But a girl can only dream, okay? That is what I would like to do. I feel like it would make the evenings a lot easier. And so that's definitely one of my goals, is having dinner ready by the time people get home. Because if you're hungry, you could just eat dinner, so that later on when you want to snack, you can snack and we don't have to, you know what I'm saying? So that is definitely one of the things I want to apply going in into the new school year. Now, school. Child, when I tell you, I pretty much work on homework 8 to 10 hours a week minimum. And like, I don't even read everything. Like, I literally don't even read everything. When I tell you I barely read, I read because I literally don't have a chance. If you don't read, you're not gonna know what to do. Even if you're putting your assignments in ChatGPT and asking chat, what should I do? You still gotta read. Like, it's so much reading. People say, oh yeah, it's a lot of reading. No, it's so much reading. It's survival of the fittest amount of reading. And it definitely just makes me feel like, for one, girl, if you're reading all this, you can do anything. Like, that is what getting my master's has taught me. If you can read this much, you can do anything. Also, I'm not really partying, so I'm just grabbing. I don't part. The only thing I make sure is straight is my middle part. That's it. I don't make sure anything else is straight. I'm just grabbing and going. Okay. I feel like, oh, and they look pretty cute. I'm gonna show y'all what they're looking like after I finish this little row I got going on. Don't judge the part. I just said I don't part, okay? But anyways, yeah, so the reading, school literally 8 to 12 hours on a weekly basis. So with my son, because I stay home with him, I usually work during his nap time. Since summer has started, he takes 1 nap instead of 2 naps, which I'm cool with because I love when they get to that toddler age and those 2 mini naps combine and turn into 1 long good nap. I love that. So all I need to do, not all but I need to make sure I do all the things that I need to before nap time so that I can sit and work, because my goal for him is to just nap until it's time to go and pick sister up from school. That way he gets a good afternoon, a good 1 to 3, 12 to 2:30, you know what I'm saying? Type of vibe. So if that is the case, if we can make that happen, I would have 2 hours every single day minimum allotted throughout the week to work on my homework. So yeah, and if I absolutely have to, I will work when the day is over. But because I'm going to be waking up so early, fooling around with the kids, getting them out the door, I'm not going to have the stamina in me to stay up late. Like over the summer, I've been staying up late because we've just kind of been lounging, sitting. We don't do extravagant things every day. We don't get up and leave the house. Yeah, we go outside, but we ain't getting up and going to do, you know. So I definitely have a lot more energy to stay up at night. And I also squeeze me in like a nap sometimes, whether it's 30 minutes. I try to squeeze me one in so that I can get a lot done in the evenings. So in my evenings, I mean like up until 2 a.m. Literally. But so yeah, that is definitely something that you know, I don't play about when it's time to do my homework, because I don't like feeling anxious. If I can avoid feeling anxious, I will, especially when it's self-inflicted, with something that I have control over. Like usually I'm pretty good at getting things done because you know, I just don't like that feeling. So prioritizing things that actually need to be prioritized, I do my best with that. Now, my new profound hobby, content. So let's talk about my early dreams and aspirations of wanting to become, you know, just what I'm becoming. Like literally, I had a note. I don't even think I have the screenshot because my phone was tripping a couple of days ago. I had a note literally written from 2018 of topics that I could talk about on YouTube. And so obviously I was like in college, you know, just going through a lot of the developmental things that you go through when you're 19, 20, crazy work, right? And so that's just kind of what had me thinking and reflecting on just the things that I really accomplished this summer, but also just my growth of everything anyway. And so yeah, set the scene, right? I feel like at about 18, 19, I started thinking of just wanting to, what is the word? Stop caring what other people thought about me, or stop caring what other people think about me, but obviously I just never had the balls to do it. And so I'm always and was always a dreamer. Like I remember I wanted a freaking drill team at my high school, and I literally made a presentation to present to, I think it was like the assistant principal, to try to get a drill team at my high school. Did it go through? No. But was it a dope gesture for a 17-year-old to do? Yes, like a way to be different. But I always let my shyness, aka I have to blame it on my Virgo. Like I don't like to be vulnerable out there, like not really my style. But and I also hate asking twice. Hate it. But I need to get better at that. And so that is what has taken me here to YouTube. That is what has put me on TikTok. Because I do feel like, for one, I have a great life, a blessed life. But more importantly, I have a life that I enjoy and that I feel like, I would like to share, because my life is pretty dope and I don't have a ton of people to share it with. But I'm so thankful and grateful for my little intimate family, my very close knit family. I know it's me, my husband, and my kids, and they're small, but I definitely hope that we can carry on the closeness and things that we're hoping to foster in our home. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I record for y'all for YouTube. Honestly, it's kind of like whenever I can. I feel like I enjoy YouTube the most because I get to get up here and talk and not feel crazy. Like I remember growing up an only child, literally growing up an only child, I used to talk to myself all the time. Does this count? No, it doesn't. Because some of y'all be out there watching, so it doesn't even count. It doesn't count, okay? Like, and I love something that my husband always tells me is like, what does he say? The geniuses or the greatest people always talk to themselves. And I truly believe that, like, you have to talk about things to make them real. And so no matter what that vulnerability feels like, that sense of discomfort, it's growth. And getting up here and chatting is hard for me because I'm stepping outside of myself. But at the same time, it's so comforting because I talk to myself anyway. I talk myself through so many things, and I just feel like, yeah, I'm sharing it. So I film for YouTube. I make it a priority to do it like once a week, or just whenever I feel it in my spirit. Like that's just like my thing. I post on TikTok often, so if you're not following me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. You'll see a lot of good stuff, whether it's hair stuff, even though you get hair stuff on here. Oops. You get hair stuff on here, but hair stuff, a lot of my crafts with the kids, a lot of my, hold on, I'm out here looking crazy. A lot of my craft time with the kids, and just the day-to-day, that is what you'll find on TikTok, the day-to-day. So yeah, and then Instagram, I'm not really that active on Instagram. I'm trying it out just to see how it feels, but I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest, just because I feel like I know too many people on there, but it is a good place for me to plug myself in. I have a business Instagram, and I feel like that has made me use Instagram more, but for the wrong reasons, because it's not even like I be on my business Instagram posting. I be on my personal page posting. So, child, I'm like, just backwards. So yeah, because don't forget, your girl's a whole entrepreneur, okay? my whole I want to read to education consulting business is up and running. And so I try to make it my thing to post on that Instagram 4 times a month, and it is connected to my business Facebook, which, you know, obviously the content will cross post. So 4 times a month on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, so that's kind of like my content, I guess, calendar-ish. My whole thing is I'm a goal setter. I'm not into I'm like a goal setter in a check. I get like satisfied from checking off the boxes. I feel like it's the teacher in me, it's the ADD in me, the undiagnosed ADD. So yeah, that is like my whole thing. Now, moving forward, tell me what y'all think before I continue to ramble. Tell me, hold on, I got this thing going backwards. Ouch. And I'm definitely about to sit down. My arms are burning. That's what sucks about doing your own hair. I wonder if at the end, if I just get my blow dryer and pull them down, if I could do that, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. Because like I said, the degree is about to be done, okay? The degree is about to be received. What's next? Here's what I've been thinking. Tell me your thoughts. So we are in a pretty, I want to say, how can I describe this? My husband's schedule is hectic, okay? And when I say hectic, I mean like we've only been back together like in a physical sense for 4 months. Like this is the amount of months my husband has been at this point. By the time he comes home, he would have been in the military for 13 months, I believe. 13 months, yeah. And by the time he comes home, out of the 13 months that he's been in the military, he has been gone for 9 of those months. So out of a year, I have only been with my husband for 4 months, 120 days. That is what I mean by when I say he has a very hectic schedule. So I feel like when Black people hear stay-at-home mom, they're like, what? When are you gonna get a job? When are you gonna? That shit is so aggravating. I'm not even gonna lie. It is so aggravating because the sacrifice. I was a teacher. Y'all know teachers get 10 days, right? 10 sick days, 10 paid sick days. And if my husband has to leave again, I will be solo parenting again. And not if, let me not even say if, when my husband leaves again, I'm gonna be solo parenting again and working. Something that my neighbors told me and that I constantly have to remind myself, I can only focus on the things that are in front of me, because the things that are in front of me require 2 hands. 2 hands. Okay, I'm not Octomom. As badly as I want to be, I'm not Octomom. I'm not Octo wife. I want to continue to nourish my body, nourish my relationship with my husband, nourish my mind, because without those things, how are we going to be good parents to our kids, you know? I'm not striving to be the perfect mom, but what I am striving to be is the best mom and wife I can be right now, because things are so Like, you know, things are just kind of crazy. And I want to be available to my husband and I want to be available to my kids. And if I have a job right now, I would have to give up something. And I don't want to give up either of those things up. Don't forget, we're in school. Which brings me back to the point. I'm thinking about going ahead and just getting my doctorate. Because I feel like when my son is able to go to pre-K, by then my doctorate should be done. And that way, while I am in my stay-at-home mom bag and era, hold on, I think my husband called me. But anyways, we're back. My man called, my son woke up. The men in my life are always taking me away from y'all, okay? Trust. Because my daughter loves the YouTube. She loves that her mom's on YouTube, and I love that for her. Love that for her, because by the time she's embarrassed by it, we'll be up on YouTube, okay? To where it's exciting. So, yeah. Hopefully, you know, by the time it matters, mommy will be doing the damn thing on here. But I don't even remember where we left off. Oh, plans moving forward. So once my master's is up, I am contemplating on getting my EDD, my Doctor of Education. For one, all of this will look so good on books, on contracts, on checks, on all that. Dr. Ellis, can't you hear it? Dr. Ellis just sounds so good. So I'm thinking about doing that. Also, it's a little more consistent. It's a little more flexible for our kind of inconsistent lifestyle right now. I feel like realistically it would be the best move for us. For me, I just need to figure out better ways to relieve my stress. I also need to continue to do research on that to make sure it is something that I actually want to do, and that I'm not doing it to appease others. I'm not doing it so that I just have something extra to do, because the daily day-to-days is a lot. It's a lot. Like when I was working full-time and a mom of one and a girlfriend, I was, for one, eating out more. I was not working out. And I also was in school. So taking on these new roles, mom of two, wife, wellness advocate, literacy advocate, business owner, future best time selling author. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to take on some new roles. Not to say again that I'm never going to return to the classroom, but this is for the moms out there who want to stay home with their kids and can stay home with their kids. I say do it, because the time goes by so quick and they need us forever, but they need us so much right now to where, they just need us more than ever. Like, truly, they just need us more than ever. And I want to be a mom that is available to my kids, available to my husband again. So there's that. That's what I'm thinking about doing, because once I get my doctorate, both of my kids will be in school, and that way I can start traveling for my workshops that I plan on booking in different campuses. It's a marathon, not a race. And I feel like that's with a lot of things that I'm doing right now. I'm just now really getting my footing of being a mom of two. I feel like the world, society, maybe even family members don't give us enough grace when learning to become new titles, like I feel like at least for me, I don't feel as though the world sees having another child becoming something else, you know, whatever the case may be. Whenever you step into a new role or position, it definitely takes away from a different role or position that you used to fill in. You can only be stretched so far. And so again, I'm prioritizing things that matter to me. My family matters to me, personal development matters to me. And so those are the cups that I'm trying to fill to satisfy me. I'm not looking to be the richest motherfucker on this planet. Not what I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for wealth. I'm looking for comfortability. I'm looking for consistency for my family. Like that's the life I'm striving for. I don't need to be the richest girl on the block. I don't need to have multiple vehicles, multiple homes, multiple pieces of land, multiple bags. Like, what I need is kids who are healthy, a husband, my husband that loves me, like, and me who loves myself, that's confident in myself, that knows what I'm doing, and so because of that, I do feel like it's really hard to stand in that, like, and own that, like, but it is what it is. And so that's my plan moving forward. What do y'all think? How long did it take y'all to go back to work, if y'all ever went back to work after having baby number 2? Tell me, what was that like? Also, whenever I had Aaliyah, circumstances were so different, meaning I didn't have a choice then, okay? I was rocking tooth and nail for me and my baby. And now I have a man who will rock tooth and nail for us. So I can focus on, again, the things that I can focus on. So I'm gonna leave that where it is, okay? I'm gonna leave that where it is. But yeah, all the people out there who don't believe moms should stay at home and take care of their kids, taking care of kids is so hard. Taking care of a home is so hard. Being in a marriage is so hard. Being in grad school is so hard. Something that my therapist tells me and reminds me, she's always like, Antonayah, you're doing hard things. And I'm like, yes, Bookie, I am. And for some reason in the Black community specifically, being a mom, being a wife, and going to school is not hard enough. It's not hard enough. And that is why people are dying of heart disease, because you're abandoning your health because you're so focused on getting to the bag. I'm not saying people should not work. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, if you have small children and you're already spread thin because of X, Y, and Z, figure out an area where you don't have to do so much in that area right now, to where you can pour that energy into the other entities of your life that actually matter. That is exactly what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Now I'm gonna sit and twist because I'm watching Love Island UK. I just finished Love Island USA. What was that, season 7? I'm not even gonna get into it because I feel like it's over and done with. But UK, I always love UK because UK has the most episodes, and it's usually the rawest. So yeah, right now it's 11 o'clock. It's 10:59. I've been going at this since about 9:30, 9:45. I'm so glad I didn't blow dry my hair, because by the time I get to twisting these other areas, it's gonna be dry. So glad I did not blow dry my hair. Also, another thing about my hair, I put a black semi-permanent in my hair. When was that, March? And it has held up pretty darn good, but it's probably because I haven't been washing my hair as often. So yeah, My hair is usually super brown, but since I became grown, I've always done a black rinse. That is just my MO. But anyways, I'm gonna tap in with y'all soon once I finish, probably, so that y'all can see the finished product. And I'm gonna watch my show, so be back. Y'all, hold on, I'm gonna put my glasses on. I'm tired. Hopefully y'all can see me. This is my last one. I've been sitting here watching Love Island. It is 12:28, so I went 30 minutes past the time of what I thought. But nonetheless, we're about to be done. I also wanted to share, before I decided to get on TikTok, I mean on YouTube, I definitely practiced my, what's the word? Personal speaking skills. I don't even know if that's the word, but my public speaking skills, as it relates to my personal life, it all started on my close friends on Instagram. If you're my close friends on Instagram, you already know I'm very raw on there. But the feedback that I get, I have probably like 15, maybe 20 people. And my close friends, it is, for one, people who I fucked with as a kid, people who I fucked with in high school, not many, but you know, a selective few. My best friends, my husband. But still, it's people who I don't talk to every day, people who I may not have talked to in years, but I'm like, you know, you're chill, you're real, whatever. But the feedback that I've gotten from my close friends, I love. I love when I don't post on my close friends for a little bit and people hit me up like, bitch, what the fuck have you been doing? We miss you on close friends, like, you know. And so that really gave me the drive to do this. I'm finally done. But that really gave me like the comfortability to get up here and just start chatting away. And so regardless, I love that I'm on YouTube now. I think this is so cool. It's literally beyond the pages. It's giving digital diary. I've always been a diary girly. I've always been a journal girly. So I just love doing this in a space to where, like I said earlier, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care what others may think. This shit may be corny, but it makes me feel good. Like, especially being in the space, in the time that I'm in right now, I'm doing this for me, like, bottom line. Anyways, the mini twists are done. I don't know how many there are. I'm not gonna count. I vowed to doing mini twists all summer. That hasn't always worked out, but this is probably my 4th set. I usually keep them in for like 2 to 3 weeks. So hopefully the next time I'm doing this style, my husband will be home, okay? But I do feel like me wearing these mini twists have just, for one, kept me out of fucking with my edges. Like, I don't really have to do too much of laying them down. Like I said, the only thing that I really care about is my middle part. I am thinking about stretching it. I probably won't, to be honest, because I'm about to put my bonnet on anyway. This side looks a lot better because it's fresher. Like, some of my ends over here are frizzing up because your girl needs a trim. But we're not gonna do that right now, okay? We're gonna trim up for the first silk press of the season, which we probably have about 4 weeks to get to. So after these mini twists, I will probably do another set of mini twists, and hopefully by then it'll be silk press season. And we can get into that then. But I'm gonna give y'all like a 360 of what it's giving. I don't know what my parting looks like back there. It really doesn't matter. Y'all already know my edges are fine. And also my hair is pretty fine too. So it really took me a while to be able to learn to love my mini twists the way that they are, because truly the more you do them, like this is some heat damage, but the more you do your mini twists, the better your hair looks. Like your hair will get used to being styled this way. I like doing mini twists because my hair is still technically down, so that whenever I do start doing my silk presses, like my hair is not used to being pulled up in a bun or whatever, like it's still used to being stretched and down. So yeah, some basic style. I do a lot of cute styles with these. I'll probably do a separate video for the styles that I do. But yeah, we are at the end of this. I really love when I do these. It keeps my hands out of my hair. I love, I love, I love. I'm actually going to, I don't have any other lighter oil right here, so I'm just gonna put some coconut oil on my ends just to kind of seal them. Because like I said, this is as low maintenance as it is gonna get for me. This is so easy to do. It just took me about what, 2.5 hours, so not mad at it. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you. Subscribe, you already know what to do, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.